Hey! Well, hello! I'm only joking. Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And hello if you are new. I'm in a really loopy mood today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just really excited, I think, because I have a photo shoot to do tomorrow to promote my business, and I'm awful excited about it, so I think that's why I'm sort of in a mood like this. But yes, today's tutorial is focusing on this look right here. I just like to call it a nice sun-kissed eye makeup slash skin look. I don't know, yeah, something like that. And once again, this eye is watering. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't know. But anywho, yes, so this tutorial is focusing on this makeup right here. So yeah, I thought I would do this look because I posted a photo of me wearing this makeup look the other week to social media, and I got a lot of good feedback, which means the world to me. Posting looks and always getting good feedback. So yeah, I also wrote a little status on Facebook today asking you guys what type of look would you like to see, and a few people commented looking to see this look, so I was like, yeah, why not do it. Also because a lot of my looks on my channel so far have been a little bit dramatic, and I wanted to do something that would benefit like people who sort of are only still in the beginning of their makeup journey. So this look is super quick and super easy, and anybody can do it, and it is still so wearable to wear out if you're going out for a night out or anything with your friends. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. So I'm firstly going to go and do my brow bone highlight first, and obviously I'm going to be using the Sleek Sultriness highlighting palette, and I'm going to mix these two shades here. I love doing my brow bone highlight first simply because I've been taught in a few of my courses that I've been to that it will help blend all the shadows seamlessly together, and it really does. So if you're struggling with getting that perfect blend, try switching it up a bit and put your brow bone highlight on first, and it basically just does all the blending for you. So today we're just going to be using the Morphe 350M palette, and the first shade that I'm going to be taking is this shade right here, and this is going to be our transition shade. So I've just took that on the largest fluffy brush from the Kira Daily Phoenix collection, as always, and I'm starting in the center of my crease as always. If you've watched all my videos previously, you'll know that I always start in the center of my lid and working it right into the inner corner, and whatever's left I'll bring it round to the outer corner, and I will look straight into my mirror and just use little window wiper motions up and down just to diffuse the colour at the edge. Just repeating the same process again, so in the centre of the lid, bringing it right into the inner corner, and then whatever's left looking straight into my mirror and diffusing that at the edge. I don't know if you guys can see, but can you see how that brow bone highlight has sort of did most of the work for me when I've blended my shadow up into it? So yeah. So I just went ahead and put the same highlighter that we use for the brow bone in the inner corner. I always like to do brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight together, so yeah. And I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. This is the Morphe M200, and I'm going to take this shade right here from the Morphe 350M palette. This one right here, it's just a nice little burnt orange shade, so I'm going to use that, tapping the excess off. And once again, I'm starting in the center of the crease, working it into the inner corner, and whatever is left on the brush I'm going to take that to the outer corner and just use window wiper motions up and downwards to diffuse that colour. A lot of people have asked me, do you do your eyes first or do you do your face first? See, to be honest, I would always do my eyes first if I'm going for like a really dramatic like makeup look. So if I'm doing something like a really dark dramatic look, like I say, or cut crease or something like that, I would always do my eyes first, especially if there's a lot of like dark colours like browns and blacks involved. But as you can tell, I already have my foundation and concealer on and set, and then if I'm doing like a sort of simple look like this, it is still like quite out there because you could still wear this for a night out, but this is quite simple to me compared to any other makeup look that I would wear. So if I'm doing something like this, I would do my base first and then I would do my eyes and then move on to the contouring and highlighting. So I'm just building up that colour. Once again, taking it in the centre of the crease and working my way inwards. And whatever is left on the brush, I will look straight into my little mirror and just go up and downwards. So I'm just going back in again with the first brush that we used and using that first same colour that we used for our transition, and I'm just going to go over the top of the orange just to make sure that it is nice and blended into the transition shade and that there is no harsh lines. So just going back and forth, and then when I'm getting to the outer this time, I'm literally just going like this. Sort of like I am erasing something. And you can see that there is a little bit of fallout on my under eye, but if your face is completely set, then you have nothing to worry about. You can just wipe that away and it will be gone. So I am now just going in with that same burnt orange shade that we used from the Morphe 350M palette, and I am taking a little bullet brush or pencil brush, whatever you want to call it, from the Guerrieo Phoenix collection, and I'm going to take that underneath my eyes. So I like to do my eyes in a portion. I like to do the top and the bottom together. So I'm going to take that orange shade underneath, and as always, I always do the same underneath what I do above. So I'm starting in the centre of the lower lash line and I'm bringing that right into the inner corner. And whatever is left on the brush, I will take it to my outer corner. And then I will look straight ahead into my mirror once again and connect that shadow from the lower lash line right through to my crease. So just doing the same thing again. In the centre, bringing it into the inner, and whatever's left, I will bring it round to the outer and connect it through my crease whilst I am looking straight ahead into my mirror. What I love about the Morphe shadows is a lot of people think that they are not pigmented or anything like that. Like, they are really pigmented, but what I do love about them is the fact that, like, the Anastasia ones, like, are super pigmented. Like, it's almost hard to blend them because you don't know where to blend them because there's literally that much pigment in it. But what I love about these ones is that you can build the colour up. They are absolutely amazing, and I really do recommend this palette. It is a must-have, and especially for us girls out there who have blue eyes. You can tell how blue these shadows are making my eyes. If you know your colour theory and your colour chart and you know what colour works for what eye colour, then you will know what I'm talking about. So like oranges on any girl or boy who have blue eyes, I just don't know, it just makes them look like glass. So come back in with the Morphe M200 brush, and I'm actually going to mix two shades because this one up here is sort of similar to that one, even though it looks like a completely different colour, but it's actually really similar, and it almost looks like you're just using the exact same colour that we used. So I'm going to dip into this one and this one, and I'm going to start bringing that through my crease also. So taking it in the centre and working it into the inner, and whatever's left, looking straight ahead into my mirror and using window wiper motions again. So I'm literally using bit by bit with these colours. Like I said, you can build your intensity up, which is what I really love about these shadows. I'm not too keen on the Morphe 35P palette. I'm not a fan of it, but I think this palette here is probably one of the best palettes Morphe has ever come out with, along with the 35B palette. So I really like that one, and whenever that first came out, like, it literally sold out like hotcakes. It was so hard to get, and I was probably the only one in flipping Belfast who never had it, and it was a nightmare. But yeah, it is very good, so I definitely recommend that. So I'm literally just doing the same thing, guys, just starting in the centre of the crease, and then I'm building it up, bringing it into the inner, whatever's left, diffusing it to the edges, just using little window wiper motions. I'm sort of like dragging it out a little bit while I am diffusing it at the edges. Just sort of like making it like nice and blown out. I love doing that, especially with like these type of shadows. And what I love about this brush right here, the M200 brush from Morphe, is that it's like a really nice fluffy brush, but it has like a tip on the brush, if you can see, like it has a little tip. So the shadow sits on here, and the brushes around the edges, the bristles around the edges of the brush like sort of diffuses all the colour for you and helps blend. So this brush is really good. This is probably one of the best brushes I have from Morphe. I mean, every flipping time I do a flipping tutorial, this always happens. I don't know why, but my eyes be fine any other time except when I'm recording. Oh no, just don't do it today. So back in again with that same little bullet brush slash pencil brush, and I'm using the two colours that we used to the crease under the lower lash line. So starting in the centre of the eye, working my way right into the inner corner, and whatever's left I will bring that round to the outer corner and connect that up through my crease. So I'm now going to go in with the glitter, and anyone who knows me, anybody who knows me knows how much I love Helen E glitters. And if you watched my little Q&A video recently, I spoke about these. So they're really good. They're nice glitters. They're nice fine glitters. They're almost like a glitter pigment, so they're really nice and fine on the eyes, and it doesn't feel like that your eyes are like stuck with glitter on top of them. Like, they're so comfortable to wear. So I'm going to get a little brush. The brush I'm going to be taking is the 237 Detailed Shader brush from Zoeva. It's just a little small flat brush, and it's good for packing on glitter or getting into those little corners that you cannot get into. I'm just taking my Allure glitter, or glue. So a lot of people ask me what I use to stick my glitters on and my lashes on with, and I just use the Allure glue. A lot of people always say, why are you using lash glue to stick your glitters on, blah blah blah, and they look at me really funny, and I don't see why, because you use lash glue to stick your lashes on, which your lashes are connected to your eyes, so why can't you use lash glue to stick glitter on? It's just common sense, really. So I have took that on this little brush and I'm just placing it on my lid. I'm just blending it out. One thing I do recommend though, guys, is if you feel this drying and getting really tacky, definitely place your glitters on straight away, but do not try and go over the top of it again once the glitter is already placed down on the areas where you placed the glue, simply because if you do, you're going to actually scrape away the glitter or the pigment or whatever you're using, and it's just a nightmare. I've had that trouble before and it literally ruined the whole eye look, so just be careful with using lash glue. So blending that out again before I place more product on. And how I stick my glitters on to prevent fallout is I'm pushing it onto the lid. So pushing it on rather than swiping, because that will prevent a lot of fallout. So I've already went ahead and put some mascara on, and I'm going to put my felt lashes on. They've already been left to dry for a little bit, but I'm just gonna shake them about. So a lot of people always ask me, how do you apply false lashes? Anytime I do it, it doesn't work and they end up all over the show. So basically I just apply my mascara on first. While I'm applying mascara, before I apply mascara, I would always put my glue on first on my false lashes. I place them on my table or my dresser or wherever I'm doing my makeup, and I leave them there for about 30 seconds to dry, and when the glue is tacky, that's when I'll place them on. So I'll take a little mirror and I'll place it underneath me, and I'll look down into the mirror. And that is it. So I'll just wiggle it about a little bit just to make sure that it is stuck. And that is it. Look at this. So that is literally all I do, guys. I literally get a mirror and place it down below me, and then I will like wiggle the lashes into my actual lashes, just to make sure that like you can't see them, because there's nothing that I hate more than seeing like a beautiful makeup and then seeing like 2 sets of eyelashes. There's nothing that actually gives me anxiety more than seeing that. But yeah, just have a wee play about, get a mirror below you, get a pair of tweezers, look down into the mirror that's underneath you, and then you'll be able to connect it to your actual own lash line. So yeah, I will fix this eye afterwards because the flipping lash and everything's falling off. I mean, this is every single time I go to record a tutorial that this happens to me, and this is just a nightmare. So I'm going to move on to the skin now, or the face. So I like to highlight first before I actually contour and bronze my face up. I just find that highlighting the skin first really helps blend the contour. So like I said previous, when I was doing the eyes, I would always highlight my brow bone first, and then I would move on to doing my eyeshadow rather than leaving the brow bone highlight to afterwards. I just find that it makes everything nice and blended together. Like this eye, don't mind this eyelash, I will fix it, but like you can see, it just all blends nice together and there's no harsh lines or anything like that. So this is why I always do my highlighting first, so that way the bronzer and the contour and the blush all blend seamlessly together into it. So for contour today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrieo kit, and do not mind the absolute state of this because this is probably one of my absolute favourite highlighting palettes. As you can tell which one is my favourite, these two. So I'm going to mix these 2 shades together, and this is Glow Getter and 143. So I'm taking that on a Guerrieo highlighting brush, and I'm going to mix these together. So just highlighting the half points of my face. Oh, stop it. I like these two together because I find it like it gives a nice like champagne-y, like it's weird, like a champagne-y, I don't know, it's weird. It sort of reminds me of Becca Opal, these two shades together. So bringing that right round, and I am just taking whatever is left just above the arch of my brow. And then, if this camera would focus, and then I'm going to make a little exclamation mark on my nose. I'm going to take it on the Cupid's bow to give you an illusion that your lips are fuller than what they are. A little bit on the chin. And whatever's left, I will just take that on my forehead. I literally just highlight my whole face. It's not necessary, you don't have to do this. You can just highlight your cheeks and that's you good to go. But if you are very extra, like me, then why not? Ooh. This camera. There we go. So for contour today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Java from the powder contour kit. I just have it in a little Z palette just beside all my other shadows, so it's this one down here. And I'm taking that on a Guerrieo contouring brush. And I'm not going to do too much contouring today because I want to make my face more bronzy rather than contouring, just so that it incorporates with the eye look. So from the corner of the ear to the corner of the mouth, that's where you will contour your face and bronze your face up. You want, the reason with contouring, like the reason behind it is it's to give you an illusion that your face is slimmer than what it already is. So you want to create a shadow on your face. So to create a shadow on your face, you have to go from the corner of the ear to, or the corner of the ear to the corner of the mouth, so that way you already see, I haven't blended this out yet, but you can already see that it's sort of given me a little whoop into my cheek. So from the corner of the ear to the corner of the mouth, and then I will blend that up into my highlight so that it makes it nice and seamlessly blended together. And I'll turn around so you guys can see. You can see that it's dipped my cheek inwards, and this side has no product on it, so you can see that this side is still more puffed out. I have a really weird face. I have like a oval shaped face, or like a square head or something. I don't know what shape my face is, but you can tell that it's made a difference even when you smile. So just doing the same on the other side. And I can't believe this eye. It's such a shame every fucking time I go to record a tutorial like this happens. I don't know. So the corner of the ear to the corner of the mouth, girls and boys. Just remember that. It's a lot of people that I see, they like contour like this. So they sort of like just go straight. You want to go downwards. You want it to be like going downwards, so that way it gives you that nice like a nice sharpness to your face. I'm not going to overly contour my head. Like I said, I want it to be more bronzy, so I'm just going around the perimeters of my head. Just a little bit to make that forehead a little bit smaller than what it actually is. And then whatever is left, I will just run that down the center of my nose and then just under my jawline. I'm literally only after realizing that I didn't have mascara on my lower lashes here, and I did on this side. I don't know. So for bronzer today, I am taking the MAC Give Me Sun as always. I love this, but I'm starting to sort of go off this bronzer. But guys, if there is any particular bronzers that you find are really good, leave it down in the comment section below. I really want to try out new bronzers and new contour stuff as well. So I'm taking that bronzer on the same brush that we use for contour. So once again, going from the corner of the ear to the corner of the mouth. I'm not going to go too OTT with the bronzer. I just want my face to be that nice sun-kissed look, just because the eyes are really nice and sun-kissed looking. So yeah, just doing the same on the other side, from the corner of the ear to the corner of the mouth. And then bringing that up around my temples. And then I'm going to bronze my forehead just a little bit. Because I'm not tan, as you can tell the difference, but sure, we're going with the flow today. We're going with the flow. So guys, can you see what I'm talking about with the highlight, bronzer and contour and stuff all just nice and blended together? Like, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people would always find that their highlight or whatever would be really ashy or something like above their bronzer or their contour. So I really do recommend trying your highlighting before you do your contour and bronzing and stuff. So I really do recommend doing that, guys. I've been taught by the best of the best teachers, and the very first course that I ever went to, they taught me how to do this, and I have never looked back. When I went to other courses, they did it completely different. This is what I love about going and learning off different people, because they actually show you different ways to do makeup and show you their way of doing it. So I found that when the first course I ever went to and they taught us how to do the contouring and stuff, they always did their highlighting first, and ever since 2 years ago I've always used that technique. So definitely try that if you're somebody who struggles with getting your contour and to be nice and blended together. So yeah. So for blush today, I am using MAC Give Me Sun blush. No, sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. For blush today, I am using MAC Warm So blush. This is just the most beautiful blush colour that I've ever used in my whole entire life. Like, you can almost not even see it. Like, a lot of people always find that they don't want a blush, but I like a little bit of blush in my cheeks, just to give you that nice plump look back into your skin, especially if you're using a lot of bronzer or contouring. But this blush is very good. I've had this blush for about 2 years now, and it's not like gone down. There's literally not even, I haven't even hit pan yet. I just use a little bit of this. So I'm using this on my Lilli blusher brush, and I've learned a new technique. So I'm actually going backwards. I'm not like swooping this way, so I'm like swooping this way, the opposite way. I learned this from Michael Finch. He's really good on YouTube. I love all his looks, and he's so funny, which is the best thing about it. So just doing the same on the other cheek, and as you can tell, it's not like an overpowering blush where it's going to make you look like Susie in the summertime with like big fucking bright pink cheeks, but it just gives you a nice little flushed look back into your face, and it is amazing. Like I said, I've had this blush for about 2 years and it just won't go down. But yeah. So for lips today, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Crushed. So and that is the finished look, guys. I really do hope that you have enjoyed it. I just thought a little pink lip would actually be really nice with the look as well. I usually always go for Jeffree Star Posh Spice, but I'll have to change my products up a bit, so I do, but yeah, this is the finished look. It was highly requested by a couple of people. Once I uploaded the photos to Facebook of this look, like a lot of people were really like, whoa, and commenting like mad underneath the photos, so sort of wanted to do it. So it's really super quick and it's super easy, and anybody can do it with beginner skill level or advanced skill level. It's super easy and it's still really nice and pretty to wear out if you're if you're going out for a night out or something like that. And it's also nice for you girls out there who aren't as dramatic as what I would be, and yeah, so I really do hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'm sorry for being a wee bit today because I just don't know what is wrong with me. So yeah, I really do not know. But anywho, I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a big massive thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. Everything that I have used will be listed down in the description box below as always, along with all my other social media, so you better go and follow me on there too. So yeah guys, this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!